Hi, I'm Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater. Today we're checking out a dynamic microphone that's great for podcasting, for live streaming, for broadcast, and also for recording instruments in the studio. Let's get started. Today we're checking out the Electronics DynaCaster microphone. That's this microphone right in front of me, and in fact it's the microphone that you're hearing in this video as well. It's a dynamic microphone that has a similar form factor to some other microphones that are more dedicated to voice and to broadcast and podcast and things, but the DynaCaster is surprisingly versatile. Not only is it great for spoken word, but it's also great for sung vocals, for guitar amplifiers, and for drums as well. The reason for that is that the DynaCaster has been designed to have a warm but open, natural sound quality to it with controlled bottom end, and we also have multiple tone shaping possibilities as well for tailoring the sound to exactly what you want to hear. And as another bonus, there's an active preamp built into this. So basically an Electronics Dynamite is built into this, which gives you 30 dB of boost right off the bat. That does mean that you need phantom power when you're using that active booster that's inside, but you can defeat that with a switch, which turns this into a totally passive microphone. We've got solid metal construction with a built-in swivel mount that makes it very easy to use on a boom arm like this. The microphone has a 3-layer pop filter, and the cool thing is that it's easy to disassemble this mic so you can clean and sanitize that pop filter after use. We've got a gold-plated cable connector on the microphone, and it also comes with a windshield or windscreen for use outdoors or if you're trying to control breath noises and things in the studio. Frequency response for the DynaCaster ranges from 20 Hz to 19 kHz. That's very wide for a dynamic microphone, and part of that is having that boost built right in. It allows you to get great frequency response out of the mic. But the other part of it is the voice coil. The voice coil is Electronics' proprietary DMC voice coil. It's an aluminum voice coil. And the microphone also has a cardioid polar pattern to control room pickup, so you don't get as much ambience from behind. Main pickup is going to be right in front. Now let's talk about the tone shaping options on the DynaCaster. We have 3 switches on the back of the mic. One of those engages and disengages the onboard preamp. The second switch is a bass switch, that's the one on the left, and the one on the right is a treble switch. With the bass switch, we can either cut or boost the bottom end coming from the microphone, and that allows us to compensate for proximity effect or how close you are to the microphone with your source. The treble switch also has 2 boost positions, and that allows you to compensate for either a dark sound source or for a heavily treated room. You've been hearing the microphone up to this point with all the switches set flat. There's no boost, there's no cut. Now let's take a listen to what happens when we engage those switches. For your reference, this is what the microphone sounds like flat. The bass and the treble switches are in their flat positions. This is with the bass switch in the down position, which cuts the low end. Test. 1, 2, 3. This is with the bass switch all the way up, which gives us a slight boost in the bottom end. Now this is useful both for adding richness to a thinner voice or a weaker voice, but it's also useful if you have the microphone farther away from a source and you want to keep that thick low end or rich sound. Now we've returned the bass switch to the middle position, which is flat, and we've boosted the high end at the first level of boost. Now this gives you a little bit more articulate sound, a little bit more brightness in the voice. Now we've got the high-end switch all the way up, which gives us the most high-frequency boost. This is a nice presence boost that, again, adds articulation, but it really helps the voice to cut through better as well. One more example for you, you can also combine the switches for even more tonal shaping options. In this case, I've got the high-frequency switch all the way up, and I'm cutting the low end with the bass switch. As you can hear, those tonal shaping switches allow you to really dial in the microphone for your sound source or the particular voice that you're working with. It's a really flexible microphone, and one other great bonus is that it's heavily shielded, so you won't have interference even in a studio with a lot of gear around you. Thanks for checking out the Electronics DynaCaster microphone with me. Great sounding dynamic microphone that also functions as an active microphone with that built-in preamp. Lots of tone shaping options. It's a very versatile microphone. You definitely want to look at adding one to your arsenal of mics. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Click here for more videos like this or start at sweetwater.com for all your music instrument and pro audio needs.